You another, I'm up here with you. Though you fall. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1. Tizzle. It's your boy E Tizzle in the hizzle on a Thursday night, y'all. Thursday night. Training camp week, y'all. Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for Cowboys football? Let me know if you're ready for Cowboys football, y'all. Kid Rasco in the building. What's going on? Odell Beckham Jr. What it do? What does it do? Let me know if you guys can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. That was Cowboy Fed 1973. What it do? How you been? How you been, brother? How y'all's doing? James Burton, what it do, brother? All right, y'all can hear me good. All right. Dave Moore, what it do, brother? Throwback. Hey, Drew, get out of here. Get out of here, Drew. Why? Come on, man. Are you an Eagles fan or something? You always talk about Dak Prescott. You talk about him more than Mark Holmes does. You want to be a Cowboy fan? I know you do. How are the storms up there? It actually is going on right now. I can hear the rumbling outside right now. Actually, when I pulled up at home, it started like it started doing it, but it's all right. I know, right? Go Birds division champions? That don't even sound right, bro. Like, say that in your head and you tell me if that sounds right, because that don't even sound right. Go Birds. Yeah, for the Birds. How about that? The filthy pigeons. I like that one. Oh, that's right, Brandon. You over on the Oxford Hill side. Okay, yeah. It's about the same. I'm now on the Silver Spring, Mo County side, so David Jenkins, welcome, brother. Eric Ramirez, we survived the Hurricane Hannah. Yeah, but that water though, man, that water ain't no joke. Be safe out there, man. Eric, you're in Texas, right? Lakers fan. All right, man. Definitely keep you in prayers, man. God, that's man. This COVID, man, catching everybody. Craig, what up, bro? Officially Coco, what it do? Anita Taylor, how you doing? Drew, you said you whooped the cow turd's ass, though? Okay. All right. That's what you think. If that is what you think. But we're gonna be talking about Cowboys here, Drew. So I see that you're in a Cowboys talk as an Eagle fan. I know that a lot of Mark has a lot of the Eagle trolls in his channel. But I mean, I welcome you, but just understand that when you come here on this channel, that you gotta act and be correct, because not only will I get you, but my subscribers will as well. So act accordingly, brother. Miss Jackie, welcome. What it do? I'm all right. I had a rough day today at work, man. It was crazy. Raymond Solis, what it do? Carson Wentz didn't do anything, sir. He was injured. What are you talking about? Definitely open forum. I'm just telling you, when you come in here, you got to be correct. Is what I'm saying. We don't do that hate on my channel, just so you know. Awesome in sports, what it do? All right, so as training camp opened up for all teams this week, and of course for the Dirty Birds as well. thank God the Cowboys are healthy for right now. We really didn't have any COVID victims. I know that what's his name, Jave Johnson. I think he caught it a little bit, but again, these players they'll get them, they'll get back, and they'll be good to go. But the players that opted out, we talked about that in the last video, the last two videos. But they're not. Thank God they're not guys that I would say that are core players, because you don't want to start losing your core players. You start losing your core players, then you got to kind of get a little resourceful. But like I was telling you guys before, we got to get out of that Jason Garrett mindset, right? That 10-year bout is gone. All right, we're in the Mike McCarthy era. This is new. Who else we got in here? Skywalker Still. What up, brother? What it do, y'all? Shout out to Skywalker Still, man. If y'all don't follow his channel, go ahead, follow my man Skywalker, man. He be doing a thing with the late night hype with Law Nation and Big Game James. And Skywalker, I was watching the live. What was that, yesterday? When when Vosh was called in. Yo, I was laughing like hell, bro. Oh my God, that was hilarious. AC1, what it do? Yeah, but Drew, let's see what your Dirty Birds do this year, brother. Yeah, but like I was saying, we're in a new era now. We have to think differently. We're moving differently. I'm gonna go through tonight. I'm gonna talk about the different sections, the different positions, and then I'm gonna get your opinion on who your pet cat is for this training camp and the beginning of the season. I normally do this around training camp every year. Yeah, Skywalker versus Vosh. Yeah, that was hilarious, bro. Thomas Garrett, what up, bro? Man, I got to see that battle, man. I might have to actually go out there and see that. I want to see that in person. Hey, Drew, Dak is signed. He's on a franchise tag, but he's signed. He's starting for the Dallas Cowboys. The question is, will your quarterback play a whole season, or will Jalen Hurts take his spot? I mean, you tell me, because at the end of the day, bro, none of y'all in the division can say anything about Dak Prescott, because the body of work speaks for itself. So, like I was saying before, I was really interrupted by the Eagles. My pet cat right now is Trayvon Dicks. I'm looking at Trayvon Dicks. I'm liking his mentality right now. Like, I look at him and CD Lamb as those guys that they're confident. They know that they're good, right? But they're also poised. They're also not cocky. So they're not out there like bragging and stuff like that. It's almost like a humble brag. You know what I mean? They come out there, they keep their head down, they do what they're supposed to do. And I think that, like, with these new players that we have, with a mixture of the old players that we had, and this new coaching staff with Jim Tom Sula and Mike Nolan and the DB's coach Al Harris and Maurice Lindquist, these guys are going to get these players in where they need to be. Because again, one of the biggest things that Mike McCarthy was talking about, and also Mike Nolan was saying too, they are going to take these players' strengths and they're going to stretch the hell out of that. Basically, what I'm saying is, a lot of times you look at how we were playing our players before, right? We know that Dallas Cowboys have always had talent on this team. We've always had talent, always. But the issue is, what the hell? But the issue is, they weren't being able to play their ability because of the simple fact that we were playing them a lot of times out of position. We're changing guys' positions like we did with Byron Jones. You notice when we put him back, he started playing better. If a player tells you, nah, I think that I'm better at playing this position, I'm pretty sure that player knows that themselves better than anybody. Like, what really pissed me off about this defense the last couple of years, especially with, I was a huge fan of Chris Richard, but then I was really confused toward the end because I didn't know what the issue was. Who was the problem? Was it Marinelli? Was it Chris Richard, or was it a mixture of both? Or was it a situation where both of those guys should not have been put together in the first place? Because it's like, one guy is telling you one thing and another one is telling you another. And it's almost like you're sitting there, you're like, okay, what are we supposed to be doing here? What I like about what's going on right now is that, like I said, they are going to play these players to the best of their ability. They're going to take their strengths and they're going to capitalize on what they're already good at. That's one of the huge things. That's why, like, this team is gunning on what they have. You look at your starters at safety right now. Right now, they're gunning on Xavier Woods and they're gunning on Clinton Dix. Both of these guys are I think that Xavier Woods is going to play well. He's in a contract year. Most players normally play better in their contract year. But I think that with this defense, it's going to bring the best out of Xavier Woods, the best out of Chidobe Awuzie, the best out of Jordan Lewis, the best out of Anthony Brown. And you guys are going to look at these players differently. Mark my words, I'm telling you. We've been sitting here under this whole Garrett umbrella for so long that I feel like we've been hypnotized. We've been hypnotized to the point of mediocrity. You understand what I'm saying? So we've been at this mediocrity since 95. And Skywalker still will tell you, Law Nation will tell you, Big Game James will tell you, Mark Holmes will tell you, this is a new era, guys. And we've all had conversations as well as YouTubers. And, we're not saying that, like, this whole new coaching staff it's still remain to be seen, but it's definitely going to be better than what we had before. And, a lot of us YouTubers have played football before, so we kind of know the game. So when you've actually played on the team and you can understand what these players go through and how we've literally had Porsches in a driveway but have not been driving them. Why do you think that when our players go into free agency, right, they don't make it past the second day? Because they are scooped up by other teams. You go to other teams and then it's like, boom, they immediately play better. Hell, we got players that we gave up on that now have a Super Bowl ring with the Chiefs. Morris Claiborne got a Super Bowl ring, guys. Anthony Hitchens, Damian Wilson, Travarius Ward. Come on, guys. So what I'm saying is, like, when you guys are like judging things and like look at things from more than one way, right? When you look at a player, don't just be like, oh, he sucks. Perfect example of a guy that people gave up on. The offensive tackle from that got drafted by the Browns that we have now, Cam Irving. And I also wanted to talk about him in the chat tonight too, because I think that his presence on this team is actually going to be better than we think. And then I've been looking at him and when he played with the Browns, right, when he was drafted by them, they sucked. When you're the best person on your line, and one thing that you guys got to understand about how the offensive line works, that is one cohesive unit. It's almost like if you ever played in a marching band before, right? You know that when you're playing in a section, everybody has to be on the same. If you're a drummer, on the same beat, like I was. If you're a drummer like me, you got to be on the same beat, or it's going to sound off. If you're an instrumentalist, you have to. Everybody has to be on the same melody. If you're not, everything is going to sound off. So it's the same thing when it comes to the offensive line. 5 people are like one. They work as one unit. If you got one great guy and the 4 of them are trash, your offensive line is going to fail because that one offensive lineman cannot make up for the rest of the 4 that's not picking up the pace. So when I tell you that works as one cohesive unit, which is why that's one position group that you can't keep switching out and expect it to function the same and be the same. Why do you think that when there are games that when we didn't have Travis Frederick and we didn't have Tyron Smith, everything fell apart? Dak was getting sacked left and right. It's not to say that the guys that came in sucked. It's just that, well, one, they weren't as good. See, we've been spoiled as a franchise, right? As a fan base to the Dallas Cowboys. We've had offensive lines that have been pretty good for a while. And, again, with the coach that we had before, we just couldn't get over the hump. We can always get to the playoffs, but we can never get past either the wild card game or the division round. We'll be one and done. And and like I said, a lot of that is because when you get to the playoffs, that little cute stuff that you do in this regular season, that goes away. That goes away. You can't do that. Yeah, I miss my marching band days too, man. But yeah, like all that goes away. You can't do the same little pity pat that you did in the regular season. When you get to the playoffs, it's time for grown man ball. You got to get out there. You got to pull your trousers up and get out there and get it done, son. That's what it's all about. And you can't be predictable. You can't keep doing the same shit over and over again. And you have to understand that maybe you got to put a little bit of trickery in there. Do some things that another team never seen you do. Why when Jason Garrett did do something off base, right? And it always worked every time. You know why? Because the team never saw the Dallas Cowboys doing stuff like that. When you're playing against a Sam Darnold that had mono for like however many games before that, he comes back the first game and busts our ass. The Jets with Sam Darnold. Y'all remember that 97-yard pass to Robbie Anderson for a touchdown? Didn't that piss you off? Sure pissed me off. What I'm saying is you're going to see the creativity in this offense. You're going to see them mix it up on defense because I've watched games with Dak Prescott and I've seen him command that offense. I've gone back and seen up close, mic'd up, when he's been in that offense and commanding that offense and looking at that linebacker on the other team and seeing him creep up and try to come up. He's changing the plays. He steps back. He changes it again. Dak know what he's doing, but when you have a coach that's holding you back, you can't grow. And I think that Mike McCarthy is the key thing for Dak. And us switching to the West Coast offense is going to be perfect for this offense and what we're trying to do. When I tell you it's going to be so many things that we can do, and that predictability is going to go out the window, and I'm loving it. Our special teams, y'all know it was trash. Y'all know our special teams was trash. We got bones in there now, man. And yeah, you said that big ass rim protector. You said you was at that Jets game, bro. I know you was sick, man. I know you was sick. But appreciate it, Nita. Like I was saying, that's what you're gonna have to do. And I just want to open your guys' eyes to these things because this is hella important. And I don't want because there's some people and some Cowboy fans, and I'm not gonna call them out because I'm not gonna do that. But there's some Cowboy fans that have expressed to me, oh, I'm not going to root for this team no more. I'm not going to do this. We're trash. We can't do this. We can't do that. Okay, but when the Cowboys start winning again, don't come jumping back on the bandwagon. Don't go grab your hat and be like, let me go ahead and put this hat on and be like, go Cowboys. Because, again, remember those T-shirts that we used to rock a long time ago that nobody seems to remember anymore? And I recall them saying, win, lose, or tie, I'm a Dallas Cowboy to the day that I die. What happened to that? So the bandwagoners can just roll out because trust me, I remember your comments. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourselves. So when you come in here and you start talking this, oh, Dak sucks and this player is that, this is that. Yeah, Thomas Garrett. Don't bring your ass back in here. Don't do that. That's what you're not gonna do. Don't do it. Freak. And I mean, it's straight facts, man. And I'm not telling you no lies, man. You got to get the fair weather fans up out of here, man. You got to like it's not conducive to the regular fan base. And and I feel sorry for Mark Holmes, but I be telling Mark all the time, stop trying to explain this stuff to people that don't want to listen because you're wasting your breath. And I told Mark, bro, you're 54 years old, you're getting old, man. Just forget about it because don't stress yourself out over the ignorance because at the end of the day, they're going to find out. Gerard, you said who's starting at center? Well, right now, what they're going to do is they're going to have Joe Looney in there. Joe Looney is going to get the opportunity to start. And then they're going to be Connor McGovern and Tyler, I like to call him badass, Tyler Badish is going to fight for that spot. But I think that Joe Looney is probably going to get it. He's definitely going to get the first team snaps on that. But if you look at his offensive line, man, we lost Cam Fleming to the Giants. He went with Jason Garrett. But we got Cam Irving. And that's what I was trying to explain to you guys. When he got drafted to the Browns, hey, Ma.
How you doing?
Yeah, so he got so he was good. So, but a lot of people think he was trash because, again, he was on a trash-ass team. But when you go back to him coming to the Dallas Cowboys and being a swing tackle, it might be pretty good for us. And I think that, and he's still good. So he just needs to be on a team with some better players. And he's coming to a Dallas Cowboy team with much better offensive linemen than he had with the Browns. And again, do y'all realize that we got in the offseason 6 former first-round draft picks in free agency? Y'all wasn't even paying attention. Y'all weren't even paying attention to the slick little moves that we were doing. So certain fans, and I'm talking about the one, I ain't talking about y'all in here because y'all smart. I'm talking about the ones that don't know a damn thing about football, that just think this is just a fantasy league, that you could just go out there and you could just get a player. Let's get this guy. Let's get this guy. Let's get that guy. But you know it pays to get this, and this, right? Like the whole Earl Thomas thing, the whole Jamal Adams thing. Oh my God, I got so sick and tired of hearing about. Oh, you said why is the commission not signing Randy Gregory? I don't know. Still trying to figure that out. They must got something against him, bro, that we don't know about. I don't know. But anywho, like I was saying, I like what we have right now. I do. But you just can't go out there. You got to be smart about what you're doing. Some people were pissed about the Jamal Adams thing, and I'm like, why? Why? Do you know what the Jets asked us for? They wanted a first, a third, and they wanted Lyle Collins. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. Now let's be honest, man. We love a good safety, right? Nobody's taking anything for granted, right? As far as what his ability at safety. We know Jamal Adams is good. But you know that contract that he's on is about to expire, I think, after next year, his rookie contract. So you're going to have to pay him. I know I don't think Cheeto's going to move to safety. I don't think they should move any of these guys. You sure can't cure stupid. You can't. I wish you could, though. I don't think he's going to move to safety. I think they're going to roll with what they got right now and just figure it out. Now, I don't know. I could be wrong. I mean, I just don't think that they're going to move players like – because I don't think Cheeto wants to be a safety. You know what I mean? Like I told you before, like when a player tells you that, like, this is the position that I play and this is what I'm good at, you know, some guys have position flex. But when you keep changing people, you got to understand that safety and corner is not the same thing. Just because you are a good corner don't mean you're a good safety and vice versa. They may be both DBs, but they play what they do is two totally different things. Now, if you got a guy that can do both, that's a really good player. That's a smart player. That's a player that's obviously done it before in college. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even. You put him in timeout. I can't. Why do I always get these little spam things coming here every time? Oh, you already hit him, so he should be gone. If it come back up again, I'll try to block it. Just give Dak his money so he can play the game. Well, right now, unfortunately, he has to play on the franchise tag. Can't do anything about it until after the season. But like I told Miss Jackie, if he balls out this season, that you're either going to franchise tag him again, which I don't think you want to do. That's $37.7 million. But you're going to end up paying him more than that anyway. They're going to end up paying him $40 million anyway. Because at the end of the day, if he balls out this year, if we get into the playoffs, if we make it to the NFC Championship game, if we make it to the Super Bowl, you're going to have to pay that man. If Deshaun Watson gets his contract before Dak Prescott, okay. I'm just letting y'all know right now. Dak going to break the bank. That's why Dak ain't tripping. That's why I'm like, what in the hell is this? All right. I took care of it. Damn, I'll be in the damn trying to figure it messes up my whole thing, my groove when stuff like that happens. Alan, what it do, man? We over here chilling, man. I just did, Miss Jackie. Oh, I thought I did. I think I did. I don't know. I never had to block anybody before. You know, and then Stephen Jones comes out and says, "Oh, well, we're behind them 100%, right? Well, we back them up 100%. Okay. Well, if you back them up 100% and you called them in, you had all this time to get it done. Then the last minute, you still couldn't get it done. If all the issue was, and that's what I'm thinking that all it was that he wanted a 4, you wanted a 5, why couldn't you just give him the damn 4 and just end up paying him again? See what happens after the 4. And if you decide you want to pay him again, then fine. If not, then he walks and you draft another guy. But again, franchise quarterbacks ain't easy to come around, guys. Cowboys have been very lucky with their last 2 quarterbacks. They were lucky with Tony Romo. You said they're not gonna keep that. I don't want to believe that. You're right, Anita. We definitely don't need to hear that. Just shut the hell up. We don't need to hear none of that. I don't even know why he even said that. He should have just kept his mouth closed and just let whatever happen. But I'm telling you, if they're looking for him to prove himself, he's proven himself to them. He played on a crappy rookie contract because he was a 4th-round draft pick that wasn't expected to start. I thought I blocked this mother. Oh my God. Moderators, can y'all help me out? Because it's messing up my flow. Right. So when Tony Romo was undrafted, he came in here. Tony Romo almost wasn't on this team. If it wasn't for Quincy Carter getting cut for what he did, Tony Romo would have never had that opportunity to crack the roster to even be a backup to move up and end up ultimately being a starter. Hold on, guys. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. And like Tony Romo came in here, 14-year career. Granted, he didn't make it to a Super Bowl, but all that is not his fault. But Tony Romo put his heart, body, mind, body, and soul into this team. Literally put it all out there on the field. Broke a rib, punctured a lung, came back and still won the game in San Francisco. Now, you get Dak Prescott, 4th-round draft pick. We know what happened in that draft, right? We know what happened in that draft. Dak Prescott wasn't even a thought to the Cowboys. Jerry Jones was so fascinated with Paxton Lynch. Where's he at now? Y'all tell me where Paxton Lynch is right now. Tell me. Where's he at? Where is Paxton Lynch? That's what Jerry wanted. Crickets, exactly. Where Jerry at? Jerry, where Paxton at? That's what you wanted, right? But you got Dak Prescott. You got Lucky Paxton. Who? Look at the quarterbacks that were drafted before Dak in that draft. Cardell Jones. Where he at? He played for the DC Defenders, but I don't recall him staying in the NFL too long. Cardell Jones was drafted before Dak. Christian Hackenberg, where he at? He was in the AAC or whatever that league was, and he couldn't even stay a starter in that league. So you get Dak Prescott. What was he picked? 135th overall, 4th round draft pick. Played on a minimal contract. Matter of fact, when he came in, Tony Romo got injured. Then his now offensive coordinator got his foot stepped on by offensive linemen and broke that, and he never came back and played again. It was at one point in time that Dak Prescott was compared to one. What was his name? I see. That's how insignificant it was. What was his name? Oh, Jamil Showers. Jamil Showers. Yeah, and Green Bay drafted Jordan Love. And Aaron Rodgers said he was drinking alcohol that night when they drafted him because he knew that the his back was against the wall right there. But at the end of the day, Dak wasn't drafted to replace Romo, not right now anyway. He was literally drafted to be his predecessor someday, not right off the bat. But Dak Prescott came in there that first year. What was the biggest thing we said about Dak Prescott when he came in? Oh, that he was a terrible. He sucked at practice. He didn't look good at practice. And then Jason Garrett decided he wanted to make him a safety. Wow, he made Jamil Showers a safety, and then he stayed on the team. What, 2 or 3 more years? 2 years back and forth on the roster and the practice squad. Dak was drafted to sit, but played a hella good season his first year, despite of the coaching that we had, the mediocre coaching that we had. I'm just telling y'all right now. I say all that to say that we got to be blessed and be lucky that we had what we had. It's not easy to get a franchise quarterback. It's not. It's not. They don't just grow on trees like that. There's teams right now suffering right now trying to find their starting guy. I mean, what is Denver going with? They going with Drew Lock? We don't know what Drew Lock can do. The Patriots, before they got Cam Newton, what were they doing? They were about to start Stidham. Stidham. Who is Stidham? Stidham who? I don't even know. I don't know nothing about Stidham. Mike McCarthy comes in here. He gets Ben DiNucci in the 7th round, which I thought was a good move because you got a young guy that you can develop, right? Jason Garrett can't develop. And you know what kills me about Jason Garrett is the fact that you played for the Cowboys yourself. You were Troy Aikman's backup on a Super Bowl team. How can you not be a better coach? It's almost like, and I think I know the answer to this. Jason Garrett is too smart for his own good. Jason Garrett thinks that Jason Garrett has the mindset of, I'm the smartest one in the room, right? So when you walk in, he already thinks that he's 10 miles ahead of you because he thinks that his mental is going to get him over. So if the way that Jason Garrett thinks, when he comes into a room, hello guys, how you doing? I tried to block them, Miss Jackie. I hit the block button, but I don't know if he's coming back with another. I don't understand what's happening right now. I keep hitting the shit. I'm trying to. I hit the block button every time. I don't know how he keeps coming back. I'm trying to talk. I can't. Moderators, you guys can't block? I thought you guys were able to block. It's fucking up my live stream. Yeah, and that's why we had so many seasons of 8-8, 9-7. Then you sprinkle in some 13-3, and then we had one 12-4 season. So then you look at that, and it's just like, still haven't done anything with that. Still have not got past the the division round. So I say that to say that we got to do better, guys. And I think that better is coming. So let's just sit back and see what happens. Now, I know this is a COVID offseason. Everything is going to be weird for every team. So, and I think that when the season starts, it's going to be really sloppy. You're going to have some players out there that really don't want to play. But they are, because they're like, oh, look, I need my money. I'm not trying to opt out right now. I need my contract right now. So, but I'm just glad that we got our core players right now, that these guys didn't opt out. But again, just wasted year. Like you said, Garrett, Romo, Murray, Dez, Witten, DeMarcus Ware, like Anthony Spencer, like all these good players that we had over the years that, like, it just, we couldn't bust a grape with. And we had talent. We've always had talent. There's other teams that won the Super Bowl with lesser talent. That just goes to show you that that's a coaching issue. Now, when you guys like look at things, right? So when you guys are watching like David Hellman and Nick Eatman and Ambar Garcia and all of them, and even when Brian Broaddus was on there. But Brian Broaddus kind of spoke what he wanted to. But you got to understand, when you work for them, you can't say what you want to say. And I can tell, like, when I be hearing like Nick Eatman and them talk, I can tell that they want to say certain things, but they don't. Like, you look at Nate Newton. Nate Newton be telling you the truth. My man Jesse Holly be telling the truth. But when you're on their dime, you can't say but so much. And I kind of feel sorry for them, which I would love to work for the Dallas Cowboys, but then at the same time, I wouldn't be able to have my channel because it'd be a conflict of interest. And again, it'd be the same situation. I would not be able to say what I want to say like I'm saying right now. But I'm going to tell you right now, just because they don't say it in public don't mean they're not thinking what us YouTubers are talking about. They know. I've talked to some of them, and I've had conversations with David Hellman. I've had conversations with Nick Eatman. I've met all of them. You know what I'm saying? I got an opportunity to talk to them, so I understand what they said. When the cameras ain't on, they know what it is. But if you don't think these players right now are excited about the opportunity to have Mike McCarthy and this defense out here, come on. Y'all smoking crack if you think that they're not excited. Like somebody said that Dak Prescott was sad that Jason Garrett was gone. What? Who said that? Dak Prescott should probably be the happiest person right now that we got the coaches that we got right now. I'm telling you right now. Yeah, I talked to I almost said the R word. I almost said the R word. I talked to Washington football team fans. I hate saying that. You got to just learn different things. But living here and talking to the Washington fans, and they're like, man, when Mike McCarthy was out there, I wanted to get him so bad. But they're happy they got Ron Rivera. They're happy about Ron Rivera, but they wanted Mike McCarthy too. And I hear people talking about, well, Mike McCarthy only won one Super Bowl. So did Sean Payton. Do y'all know how hard it is to win a Super Bowl? Super Bowl is not just talent. You got to have Lady Luck on your side. Your team got to be like 90% healthy, and everybody got to be on the same damn page. It's a mixture of a lot of things that get you there. Now, your talent gets you there, but to win the game, Lady Luck got to be on your side. We sat here with Brett Maher missing all these kicks. They didn't want to get rid of him right away because this is what Jason Garrett was like, we like him because he could kick a 60-yarder. Yeah, but you can't make a 30-yarder, which you're gonna make a 30-yarder probably 90% more than you're gonna make a 60-yard. There's kickers in this league that can't even make a 60-yard. So ain't nobody going out there and doing that. Shoot. So I mean, you funny, Miss Jackie. I feel you though. Get him out of there. Gotta get him out of there. He just talks ignorant, but I'm not gonna go there on this channel though, because it's people that support that. I don't agree with it. Briggs put Lewis is not. Yeah, Maher could kick 60 yards, but missed 27. Right, and like I said, like I was saying, like you're gonna kick inside the 30 way more often than you're gonna do plus 50. So that part was so stupid to me. You could have got Kai Forbath. First of all, we had Kai Forbath when he was a rookie, when he came into the league. The Redskins got him. I think he went to the Vikings. I think he went to the Rams too. Then came back. So he flopped around a couple of teams, but he played pretty well for us now. Now we got two really good kickers. Now I know some people think I'm crazy when I say this, but why not keep both? You got a 55-man roster right now with the practice squad. Now I know that I don't think neither one of them have practice squad eligibility because both of them are vets, but I know Zerline don't. Zerline old. He been there a long time. But I like Greg DeLeg. Greg DeLeg had his issues, but that was because he had injuries. And this is the thing about kickers, guys. When you got leg injuries or you got soft tissue injuries, and especially groin issues, when you kick that ball, your leg go all the way up. So your groin, all that muscle right there. So if you got anything going on inside your thigh muscle area, it hurts. It hurts. It hurts. You said Brett Maher signed with the Jets? Wow. That's a good place for him, ain't it? Well, they're not going to have any fans in the stands anyway, so it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Dave said, God bless him. We're going to be watching Jet games and be like this. Here comes the kick. Damn, he went all the way to the left on that jump. He ain't even hit the backside of the barn. I'm going to laugh like hell. I swear to God. I swear. But Kai Forbath, these kickers' lives matter. These guys been out here working and doing their thing, man. Kai Forbath been out there working. And it's going to be a little competition between him and Zerline. And that's one thing I'm going to be watching in training camp. We don't watch the kickers, right? But I'm going to be watching them. I just hope Zerline isn't another bust like the kicker we got in the Colts that 1 year. Dude missed a lot. No. But if you know anything about Zerline, he was Greg the Leg for a reason. He got that nickname for a reason. The only reason why he kind of struggled a little bit was because of his injuries. That's what you guys got to understand. And that's what I was trying to explain to you. When you're a kicker, you need all this range of motion. If you don't have that range of motion, you're not going to do anything. We call it dead leg. What is this? Okay, yeah. They call it dead leg. Vanderjack. If they can turn special teams around, special teams is gonna be much better this year, Alan. I mean, we got bones out there. You're gonna see us do some trickery on special teams. You're gonna see if they keep Chris Jones as the punter. Remember, he had some injuries too, and I know there's a lot of people been saying get rid of Chris Jones, but I'm like, oh, we want to get rid of Chris Jones, but we don't understand that. Again, same type of soft tissue injury, same thing that was with Dan Bailey was hindering Chris Jones. And, these players play throughout the season hurt all the time. And it's and I know that kicking is all you do. But, again, when you have a leg injury, it directly affects the velocity. Have any of you guys ever tried to kick a field goal? Ever? Understand that shit ain't easy. I tried before. I made 1 out of 5 when we were at the AT&T Stadium. I made 1 out of 5. I was like, that's why I was never a kicker. I'm a linebacker. I hit people for a living. That's what I used to do. I played defense. I did not play no daggone. I did not be a kicker. That's why I like the value of when we had Jeff Heath. Everybody talks so much mess about Jeff Heath. Remember when our kicker was down? Who came in there and kicked a couple of field goals and made it? Wasn't that Jeff Heath? Come on now. Jeff Heath was like the all-around good, and he was knocking dudes down. He was knocking dudes out. We had, and I felt sorry for Alan Hearns. Alan Hearns get injured every year. He get toe up, that ankle injury, and then when he played for Miami and came back and played us, Jeff Heath knocked him out. And I was like, damn, he can't win in the AT&T Stadium. I was just like, Lord, have mercy. Poor Alan Hearns. But I was always a fan of Heath. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wanted to get rid of him so bad. Watch he go to the Raiders and you go see him on the Raiders. He's going to be all over the place with them. But, you know, it is what it is. You say you had field goal kicking hard. Don't lie. You know that one field goal you made was ugly. No, it was ugly. Trust me, bro. I ain't no kicker. That's why I said I play defense. I don't kick. That 1 out of 5 that I made, that one, it went in, but it wasn't cute. That'd have been like, ooh, what the hell? Get him out of here. Now I'm gonna tell you one YouTuber that's really good at kicking field goals. And he recorded himself too. And if you guys want to see it, you guys can go on his channel and ask him. Cowboys Crunk. Man, he was out there with us when we were in Texas for that game. And when he kicked a bunch of them in there. And I was like, where Jerry at? Sign my man right now. He was making them field goals. It ain't easy to kick that ball up in that upright. Oh, Greg, yeah, you came in the chat a little late in the beginning. I talked about it in one of my video the other day. We had 2 players opt out. We had, but they're not core guys though. The cornerback Maurice Canaday, the one that we got in free agency from the Ravens, he opted out, but he would have been a special teams guy anyway. We got a lot of corners anyway, so I mean, him being gone is not really going to make a bigger difference. And then our undrafted rookie wide receiver, Stephen Guidry from Mississippi State, he opted out as well. Those are only 2 guys that opted out so far on the Cowboys. Jave Johnson, the wide receiver, he has COVID, so he'll be out for a little while, but he'll be back. Jeff, he reminded me of Bill Bates. Yes, he does remind me of a younger Bill Bates. I actually think that he's what's that other safety that we had? That came after that. I gotta look his name up too. There's another guy he reminded me of too that we had on defense as well. Players have until August 3rd. Hey, that's my birthday. So guys, my birthday is on Monday. So if anybody cares. And it sucks because it's always during training camp. And I wish that like I can go. I really wish. COVID-19 messed up everything. Ain't gonna be doing nothing. But yeah, like Miss Jackie said, the players got until Monday to opt out. I don't think we're gonna get any more guys to opt out. I hope not. Let's just knock on wood. Yeah. Hopefully they do not do such thing. Let me know. So real quick, let me ask you guys a question. So you guys can put it in the chat box right now. Who is your pet cat that you're looking at this training camp to do well? Who is your pet cat? It could be anybody. It could be a vet. What up, Danny Perez? It could be a vet. It could be a rookie. It could be an undrafted guy, draft pick, whatever. Let me know in the chat box right now. Who is your pet cat? Who is the guy that you are looking at to stand out for the Dallas Cowboys and make this roster and do some big things for the Dallas Cowboys? Not necessarily this year, but going forward into their career. Why they don't invest in a safety position? That is a great question. But with Mike McCarthy's group, he does. He does. So that next draft, you're going to see safeties and corners. You're going to see DBs. Trust me. Yes, Carolyn. Alden Smith. I agree with Alden Smith. I think that, see, the thing about Alden Smith, a lot of guys really hated on him. But you said Ben DiNucci. That's a good one as well. But we're probably not going to see much because he's a down the road guy. Remember, we don't have a preseason, so we're not going to really see much of Ben DiNucci. Alden Smith, they looked at this guy and they said that, okay, he's been out the league for 4 years, 5 years, whatever. He's not going to come in and do anything. But I think that people are wrong. I think that he's been working his tail off to try to get back right. And I think that because he's worked with Jim Tomsula, I think that he's going to flow right back in. If he just gives you 4 or 5 sacks, that is an amazing year for him coming from where he came from. So I look at it like that. We're talking about a guy that was dynamic before all of that. Oh, Greg, today is your birthday? Oh, happy birthday, Greg. Everybody tell Greg happy birthday, y'all. Gregory Atkinson. Everybody tell Gregory happy birthday. Thomas, you said Bradley and I? Yes, Bradley and I. Bradley and I, y'all remember when those of you guys that watched my live stream when I was during the draft, when Bradley and I came on that board, I said they getting Bradley and I right here, and they damn sure got him. Oh my God, like I was jumping for joy when they got Bradley, and I think that he's going to show some promise, definitely at that position. These young guys are hungry. I wish I could say the same thing about Tristan Hill, though. Looks like his time is up. Reggie Robinson, that's a good one too. I said in my video that I did earlier today, you guys can go back and look at that after the stream. Reggie Robinson, Trayvon Dicks, these young draft picks are going to do well in this offense, and they got drafted to the Cowboys at the perfect time because Al Harris is going to get these guys together. He's a young coach himself. He was a DB for the Packers, so he played for Mike McCarthy, so he knows Mike McCarthy. He knows what he wants, and now he's on his coaching staff. So I'm looking at this thing and what we have with these young guys. We're going to keep this thing churning, y'all. You guys got to be excited about what we're about to do right now, because I know I am. CeeDee Lamb, yes. Well, CeeDee Lamb is definitely the front runner on that one. There's a lot of people hating on CeeDee Lamb, but I think that's just a lot of fans of other teams that are just mad because he didn't get drafted to their team. So they're just going to come over here and hate. That's all that is. D. Wilson, which one? Donovan Wilson or, well, yeah, Donovan, because Damian Wilson's not on the team no more. I forgot about that. He's with the Chiefs. He just won the Super Bowl. So yes, Donovan Wilson. Yes, he was my pet cat the last time, his rookie year. Who else we got? Carolyn said, the Bulldozer, yes. Tony Pollard, Diggs, Bradley, and I. Okay. Luke Gifford, yes. He's been a forgotten guy on that linebacker position, but I think that he might have the opportunity to do so. See, Luke Gifford has ability, kind of like how Barry Church was. Even though he was a linebacker and Barry is a safety, Barry can also play linebacker and vice versa. So when you come into that box, you step into that box, you come down as almost like an extra linebacker. So it almost helps. So, Mr. Truckee, what it do, man? Where you at? You out on the road, man? Where you at now? Hope you're doing all right, brother. Miss Jackie said the practice squad. The whole practice squad? You said Alden was Charles Haley 2.0. Yeah, he was. Gallimore, yes. Big Jamaican, Canadian Neville Gallimore, for sure, yes. Oh, my God. When they picked Gallimore, man, I was jumping for joy. I was like, yo, this draft is lit. I think this is going to be one of the best drafts that we had in a long time. Long time. Yours is McGovern. Ooh, that's a sneaky good one. I say McGovern because McGovern is going to come in here. He's going to battle to try to get that starting center spot for Joe Looney and also Tyler Badish. Ain't nobody say Tyler? Ain't nobody showing no love for Tyler? Okay, Tyler, get some love in the chat. Rallying Nye is a sack master, all-time sack leader, Pacific 12 count. Yes. Cowboys knew what they were doing. Because you already know. Tristan Hill's time is up, fellas and ladies. Gerald, you said mostly Eagle fans? Yeah. Because they were mad. You know they was mad, especially Philly 500. We know what happened during the draft, Philly 500. Miss Jackie said Donovan. Daniel, you said Jarwin. Blake Jar opened the jar. Every time he scores, you guys are gonna see me do this. So I'm glad you brought that up. You look at Blake Jarwin, right? He is a guy that I think that is gonna benefit almost as Dak Prescott will with this new offense and what we're doing. Because again, Mike McCarthy done seen what we did last season. He's watched tape. He knows what guys can do. Blake Jarwin is going to eat this year, guys. He is going to eat. Those 20-yard seam routes, that's bread. Him and Dak was on point with that. That's going to be his bread and butter right there. You say it's Lune. It's French. It's a Lune. You said you shouted when we drafted Gallimore? Bruh. Mr. Truckee said Hill was a bust. Hill, I don't think that Hill would have been a bust. I agree that he is a bust. But he wouldn't have been if he would have just had his eyes on the prize. I just think that he doesn't try hard enough. I don't even think that Tristan Hill even practiced on his own this offseason. I bet you he come in there out of shape as hell. They're going to get rid of that ass so fast. And I'm going to laugh. E2, do you think Cameron Irvin will make the team? So I don't think you were in the chat earlier when I talked about it, Carolyn, but I mentioned Cam Irvin, and I said that his presence on this team is a little more valuable than we think it is. Yes, he is damn sure going to make the team. And he might get that swing tackle position because they actually signed him to be that swing tackle guy, whether it's for Lyle Collins or probably Tyron Smith, because Tyron Smith gets injured. He's good. He's good for missing a game or two. So you put Cam Irvin in there. Cam Irvin came out in the interview when they talked to him, and he said, I got Dak's back. If I get in that game, I got Dak's back. And I think that, again, this is a former first-round pick we're talking about. Some of the guys counted him out and tried to say that he was a bust. He ain't no bust. He just got drafted to a terrible team. It's just like if Joe Burrow fails with the Bengals. You're not going to say that Joe Burrow was a bust, are you? Or are you just going to say that the Bengals don't have an offensive line or the Bengals are just not good in general? Oh, those Ohio teams, I tell you. Wow. You said we're a little baby blue. He's with his mother. Mike McCarthy is in the lab thinking of schemes for the running back. Yeah. Mike McCarthy is salivating right now, Raymond. He is salivating over the fact that he has an amazing running back with Ezekiel Elliott. He's got a shifty back with Tony Pollard that can also catch out the backfield, that can also play special teams, that can also do damn near everything you want him to do. You can put him on jet sweeps. You can put him on end of rounds. You could spread him out wide like a wide receiver. You can put him in the slot if you want to. But I don't think you're going to do that because now you got CeeDee Lamb. He got that covered. Putt Lewis, you were talking about the wide receivers. Now we don't know who's going to be that fourth, but we got a stable of guys that are trying to step up and get that. Will it be Noah Brown? Will it be Ventel Bryant? Would it be Jave Johnson when he comes back from COVID? Will it be Cedric Wilson? Who knows? Devin Smith? What you want to do? You let me know. Because these guys, I'm telling you, these guys are jockeying for position right now. It depends on where you want to go. Where you want to go with it. To be honest with you though, Lewis, I think that we should have re-signed Trayvon Austin. I think that having both him and Lamb, oh my god. But I'm gonna tell you the main reason why he's not here is because of our special teams coach. Special teams coach, for whatever reason, don't like Trayvon Austin. Be safe out there, Mr. Truckee, man. I'm telling you, bro. This world ain't what it used to be, I tell you. He said when we drafted Badass, you shouted, Travis Frederick 2.0. They went to the same college. But see, this is the thing. Like, I know they went to the same college and everything, but I'm not going to crown him Travis Frederick 2.0 yet. I want to see what he does. I want to see him. He might have to, like, develop a little bit more. Cam Irving blocked for Jameis Winston to Florida State. He did? I didn't even know that. Yeah, Miss Jackie. Yeah, them soft tissue injuries. I'm telling you, this season, like, don't go in here thinking that this season. You said Devin Smith. I agree. I like Devin Smith. He's got that long ball ability. He's able to go out there and Dak Prescott. He can stretch that field, and Dak Prescott throw that ball down that field to that boy. Touchdown. Like John reminds me of Travis Kelce. Yeah, a poor man's Travis Kelce. He can be if given the opportunity. He could definitely step up to that Kelce stage. We have so much speed. We can't afford to let some go. Yeah. Yeah, I like Devin Smith at that fourth too. If you're not gonna bring back Trayvon, Devin Smith, that's my guy right there. Yes, LaShawn McCoy signed with the Buccaneers today. I thought that was interesting. I didn't even know that the Buccaneers didn't resign him. I mean, the Buffalo Bills didn't resign him back. I thought he was still up there. Yes, definitely. Prayers for Mr. Truckee. So you guys are on point with it. So you want to know who my pet cat is? Now, I got two, right? Trayvon Dicks and Neville Gallimore. I'm not gonna say CeeDee Lamb because CeeDee Lamb is a first round pick, and he's gonna play well. There's no doubt about that. There's no secret in that. But you look at a guy that's drafted later, that's hungry, Neville Gallimore. Neville Gallimore out there working hard. He working hard. All right. You said we got to draft another center. Hey, we've been getting lucky with these undrafted guys. Let's see what we got on this roster right now. Let's see what we got, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, Cam Irving, he was great. He was a good college player too. That's why he got drafted in the first round. You like Noah Brown? Noah Brown just can't stay healthy, man. Yes, sir. The Canadian Bulldozer. Miss Jackie said Noah Brown. Oh, this is the end of him. Yo, I love you, Miss Jackie. You she don't be playing, yo. Miss Jackie don't be playing. She be like, you know what? That's the end. But before we go, let's get back into because we got off topic a little bit. So good. I like the guys that you guys picked. If any of you else that didn't say anything, let me know if you got you got a pet cat or something, let me know. Let me know, let me know. He hurt every season. I know. But see, they're looking at Noah Brown like, damn, he's like the size of Des Bryant. Like, if he wanted to, he could go out there. Like, if he would just play, he could just body people. But because you look at him when he was at Ohio State, he played pretty good in college, but he just can't stay healthy in the NFL. We're keeping my eye on that guy we got from Mexico. That's a big guy. You talking about the international guy, Isaac Alacon? Yeah, good old Isaac. Now I don't know much about him. I know that he's on that international program where every team has to have one guy on their roster from the international group. So yeah, hopefully he could get there. I mean, they're gonna have to keep him on the practice squad anyway, so they can't cut him. Per the rules of the international thing, that he has to at least be on. He has to at least be on the practice squad. Stay banged up. Cedric Wilson got to stay healthy too, because he's actually a good player too. If he could get off that damn that bench. Rob, you said you didn't know I played the guitar. I don't play the guitar. Fender. So I'm a musician. I'm a drummer. I played in the marching band. I'm a big musician fan. I played the tuba as well. Like I never really played the guitar before, but I rock the brands because it's a musician thing. So I appreciate the musicianship. If I could find some Vic Flirt shirts, I wear those too. But I'm glad that you knew what that was though. You said, is that like the Runa rule with coaches? Yeah. Next man up is the mission. Yes, it is. Oh yeah, Alan, what did you play in high school? I played high school. I played college. College was where I really was doing big things when I played in college. And I was an extra in the first drum line. I got to be a hand. So yeah, you said you mixed it up. I know that's right, because you know how it is in high school, man. They put you all over the place. They be like, "Yo, such and such is sick. Can you come over here?" I ain't playing no piccolo. Whatever, like big swole ass out there. Oh my god. Oh, that is hilarious. Oh my god. Oh. Yes, Robbie. I always go back every year to help out the drum line and do some different things like that. Alan said, I'll play anything but the piccolo. Oh my God. You said, do I think that Kellen Moore and McCarthy will bump heads? Why would they bump heads? So, uh, Miss Jackie, so the flute in concert band is called the flute, but when you're in marching band, it's called the piccolo. So it's different. So just like you got the baritone and then you got the tuba, like they're called different things. The mellophone is like so like when you're a marching band, sometimes the names are different because they're shaped differently when you're in a marching band, especially when you're in like a high stepping type of marching band. It's a whole different ball game. Man, I remember all the cute girls used to play the clarinet when I was in college. All like the whole clarinet section was cuties, all of. I think that might have been a prerequisite to play the clarinet in college. I don't know. I went to a HBCU too, so you already know. But I'm gonna tell you right now. Oh, FAMU marching 100. Jesus, what you know about that, Miss Jackie? What you know about FAMU? The Rattlers. What you know about FAMU, Miss Jackie? Let me find out you got passed. Let me find out you got a past. But anywho, to answer your question about the Moore thing, I think that actually like Moore, like Dak Prescott, is going to benefit from Mike McCarthy, because if Mike McCarthy is allowing him to call the plays, I think that it's going to, one, help Kellen Moore hone his skills and get even better, because he's going to look at Mike McCarthy and he'll be like, oh, I trust you to do this. And like, hey, they're going to be in those meetings and they're going to be talking and be like, okay, when they go over the game plan, he is going to, that list is going to be longer. So he's going to give them a chance to, do his thing. So I think that like, that's going to be that's a match made in heaven. I think that Mike McCarthy can make Moore a young version of the coach for the Rams. So I'm just saying. You said your dad and Bob Hayes went there? Okay. Oh, Miss Jackie know everything. The Rattlers. Let me tell you something, Miss Jackie. I was gonna go to FAMU, but I'm gonna tell you, I can't go down there. I can't go down south. I'm telling you, them schools down there, and especially them HBCUs down, I get in trouble. I would have got so much. I would still be trying to get my bachelor's degree right now if I was down there. Like, that's why I said I just stayed up here. I went to Bowie. I had got a full ride to North Carolina A&T, but my granddad was sick around that time, so I ended up staying here. And then he passed away like a year after I graduated college. But I still got to play in the marching band though. But still, like, I really wanted to be an Aggie though. I wanted to go to A&T, but hey, it is what it is. Like, I still got my degree and it still worked out. But I ain't going no school in no Florida, Georgia. I ain't messing with Clark Atlanta, none of that. Like, not Texas either. What was it? What's in Texas? Prairie View. What's some other big schools in Texas? Texas A&M, Texas Southern. Look, let me tell you something. I ain't messing with none of that. I'd still be in school. I still be in school. The Bearcats. That's a hell of a mascot too. The Bearcat. First of all, what is a Bearcat? Oh yeah, SMU. That's a small school though. Rice. I know about Rice. But North Carolina got all the colleges. I mean, it's so many colleges in North Carolina. T-Mac, appreciate it, bro. Hey, bro, you ain't never lie, Raymond. You ain't never lie. I actually went there one time on a college tour. Because I always wanted to move to Texas. Like, I always wanted to go to, like, I love Texas. Like, but I let me tell you something. Oh, Wake Forest too. Yeah. What is it? Wake Forest. They're the Demon Deacons. That's a hell of a name too. Had a football scholarship to SMU. Yeah. Southern Methodist University. I'm gonna tell you, like, me being in my fraternity, like, knowing a lot of my frat brothers that like went to like different schools in other states and stuff. Like, I know a lot of people that went to Tuskegee down in Alabama. Like, that's a prominent school as well. Like, a lot of with the whole Tuskegee Airmen and that agriculture thing they got going on down there. But going to those schools that are like smaller towns and like in country places like that, like, you better stay your butt on campus, because once you get off, it's like nothing. It's in North Carolina all day, especially for HBC. I know. See, I went to Bowie State, so when I played it, when I was at Bowie, when I was in the band, and we used to go down to North Carolina. Like, I remember one year we were in North Carolina like every week. Like we would go play Elizabeth State University. We would go play North Carolina Central. We would go play A&T, and then got to come back to Fayetteville. Like we played all them teams in North Carolina. Damn near it was like every week. But we always started the season with Slippery Rock, though. We start with Slippery Rock, and then we just head on down to the other school. Slippery Rock was like that was our warm-up game. We beat them anyway, but, you know, I got to go with my Bulldogs, my Bowie State Bulldogs, man. We won the CIAA championship 2 years in a row, and it was undefeated last year. So, yeah. And and that's another thing, too. There's a lot of good players, football players in these smaller HBCU schools that don't get noticed. And I think that if they would start drafting and coming out to these scouts coming out to these smaller HBCUs, I'm telling you, they can find some good talent in these schools too. But, you know, unfortunately, like, you know, if you're not in a big conference school, you're not going to get looked at like that. You're going to end up being an undrafted guy trying to make it. I mean, talent pool is phenomenal. But the problem is a lot of people don't want to, like, if you look at a lot of these players coming out of high school now, they don't even want to go to HBCUs no more because they're not getting looked at. Oh, you went to Fayetteville? I mess with Fayetteville. They cool. But, you know, I don't understand what the dynamic is around that. Like, because if I was a scout, I'd be like, let me check some of these little hidden little HBCUs around here. Let me try them out. Who got a funny name? What is it? Was it Virginia State? They're the Trojans, right? Virginia State? And their band was named the Trojan Explosion. Oh my God. Like it sounded like a condom commercial. Come out there, we're the Trojan Explosion. Like, what? 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 Trojan Explosion? I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know how I feel about that name. We was the Bulldogs, so when we come out there on that, we come marching through there. And T-Mac, you know what I'm talking about, too. You got Virginia Union, and then you got the Trojan Explosion. Yeah, man, the COVID messed up everything, especially, and I really feel sorry for the people in schools right now because, like, are we gonna really have college football right now? Because again, these college players not getting paid, so are they able to opt out if they don't want to play? Like, you know, what type of incentive are these college players gonna get? It's like, you know, they're going to school, but you can't really go to school. Everything's virtual. And it's almost like you can't really concentrate because it's like so much going on. So, you know, to try to get into a draft, because I think it was one guy from Virginia Tech, he's opting out to play this year because he's just going to sit out and just wait to get drafted next season. For next offseason. So some of these guys ain't even playing their senior year because they're like, you know what, I'm not going to go out here and risk no injury, and then I can't even get drafted. So that's what they're looking at right now. All the high schools in Atlanta, halftime battles, dynamic. You have to be there. Miss Jackie, you already know I know. You know I know. You know I know all about that. Let me look. If I could go back and find some of my old videos, I'll show y'all. Like when I was in the marching band at Bowie. I mean, everything was so lit. Like we used to go down south all the time. We used to like my drum section was Perfect Storm. And when I was a part, and I'm always a part of Perfect Storm because I pledged it. But you know, being a member of Perfect Storm, like, you know what I mean, like I always go back and you know, help out with the drum line and this and that. And I played the bass drum primarily. So, you know, I was that drop bass. I was the heartbeat of that jump. So, you know, if I'm off beat, everybody off beat. So Darius Leonard, what school did he go to, Ms. Jack? Yeah, and they only, but see, that's the thing. Even with the small schools, they don't even get televised like that. Like you look at those HBCUs, you got to watch them on like what's that network? Encore, not Encore. It's a black network. Damn, I forgot the damn network. But like, yeah, they're overlooked because nobody's watching those channels. They're not on the main channel. I can play snare too, and I can play the cymbals. Cymbals is hard though. Um, I used to like when I used to try to play them. I used to get bit all the time, and y'all know, no, not TV1, but they did have some of the stuff on TV1 too. Not BT. Come on, you know I know BT. I used to work for BT. um, but nah, with them cymbals, man, them things bite you right here when you. Oh, hey, Alan, them quads, man. The quads and the quints. Boom, 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 I love it because you get that calypso beat, man. Oh my god! And then you know my line brother, man. He played the quints, man. We'd be out there and he would be just rocking with it, and he just and we'd be out there getting it, man. Yeah, they did, and Bowie got on the map too because, like I said, they won the NFC title, the CIAA 2 years in a row. So they've been getting looked at a lot lately too. So you know, I was all bite down, baby, bite down. That's oh yeah, Alan, you dead man. I'm telling you, you already know. I mean, man, I'm gonna tell you right now. If I could buy some quads right now, if I could go to Guitar Center and buy some quads, I'm gonna wait till I get my new place. Whenever I get my new spot, I'm gonna get me some stuff. I'm gonna get back into this music thing. I'm telling you, man, because it's gonna be my new man cave is gonna be lit. I'm telling y'all, like it's not gonna be no games. It ain't gonna be no games. Like you know, I'm trying to get a setup like Mark because see, I'll be jealous of Mark's little setup. All right, man, I gotta get back. I gotta get back into it. I miss my old man cave, but my new one is gonna be legit. I'm gonna set that thing up right. I'm gonna take my time with it too. Whatever it is, I'm gonna paint that room. It's gonna be blue and silver all day, baby. Oh, Raymond, I did too. It was my goal when we used to march to the field. When we used to be at a wake, especially when we went to those of you that live in North Carolina, like T Mac, you know what I'm talking about. Um, when we used to go play at Elizabeth City State University, yo, Elizabeth City, you gotta get through the parking lot to get to the stadium, man. Let me tell you something. We would march through the parking lot, and I would just be yamming on that bass drum. I'm telling you, it just I would set off car alarms. Girls be looking like, girl, he beating that bass drum. Girl, look at him. Yeah, let me tell you something. hmm I was getting it. I miss them days. I miss them days, man. And people don't understand being in a marching band, especially like a high stepping marching band. You gotta you gotta be in shape. Like you don't realize how much in shape you were when you were in the marching band. When you graduate and come back and you try to like play with the current people as alumni, and you out there like, damn, I can't even march no more. My back hurt. Especially when you're trying to march with that bass drum and that sun hitting you with them leather straps. Those of you that play the drums know what I'm talking about. Them leather straps ain't no joke. Um, T Mac, you know I'm foolish, bro. You already know. But but it's the truth. It's facts. I only speak the facts. That's all I know. Hey Shay, what's going on? Man, Cowboys, man, look, Cowboys close. I look, I'm telling you, I've been going through it, but I'm gonna tell you, like, you know, I'm waiting on my blessing, man. I'm waiting on it. God ain't through with me yet. Oh hell yeah, we be out there more than the damn football team. The football team would be gone. Like they literally would be like, all right, well they're done playing. So this is the thing, like especially when you in a black school, like at HBCU, like you come out there, you play pregame, you play the national anthem, then you play the black national anthem, then you go into the stands. You're playing in the stands because especially if it's another band on the other side, they are blowing back at you all day. And it's and I know T-Mac, you know what I'm talking about. It's a website called fifthquarter.com. It's basically a website for the college students in the band just talking trash back and forth. Fifthquarter.com. I don't know if it still exists, but we used to be on that junk heavily. I'm talking about like back and forth. Just getting it. And I love it because I used to play the tuba too, right? So whenever the tuba coach would come out there, right, and he's like their little section leader, like the cat. He didn't play, but he was older. He used to play in the band like before our generation, but he would come back and help. And he would always bring an extra tuba, and I would keep a mouthpiece with me. So sometimes when me be in the stands and I don't need to play my drum, man, I will hop on the tuba whenever they're blowing fanfares. The Michael Jackson Torture. Bom 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 we used to be killing that. And when I tell you, like, I used to play the tuba on that part because I loved it. And then we would blow the fanfares back and forth. Our trumpet section was on point, man. One of my frat brothers was in the band too. Shout out to Jay Carnegie, man. He was out there, man. That dude he'd make that trumpet scream bloody murder. He'd be screaming on that thing. Gerald, you say you play the trumpet hard, man. It's got that small mouthpiece. I don't know how y'all be blowing in that thing. Pause. You said to Cowboys, you said somebody skipping out on their COVID test. Not for the Cowboys, because I thought they all took theirs. Oh yeah, band practice was crazy, man. We used to be out there at nighttime. The football team done practice, so we out there till 12 o'clock. I remember one time, man, we was there till 12 o'clock in the morning. It started raining, and we was like, "Hey, can we go in?" He's like, "Nah, we gonna practice this dance routine because we got the field routine we got to do for halftime, so we got to practice that. We doing the circle drill. I never forget that. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. Y'all gonna laugh like hell when I tell you this. Y'all know I got mad stories, right? It's always story time with E2. So y'all remember? So we used to do a circle drill for the old school song. I know you know this, Miss Jackie. You got me going in circle. Do, do, do. Oh, around and around I go. So on that part, right? So we did the circle drill, and I played the bass drum. So there was this one real skinny girl in the band, right? She played the baritone. So we would do the circle drill, and we were practicing. No lie. When we do the circle drill, we're coming and we're crossing each other like this, right? So it's like we do the circle and then we come through the inside for the arrow, right? So we're coming in the inside, and I'm like, oh, this ain't gonna work. So we're trying to squeeze through. And remember, it's very militant. So it's like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So you gotta be on beat. So yes, I'm on step, but the problem is I got a 30-inch bass drum. So how you think that's gonna play out? Me going through a circle drill with a 30-inch bass drum. So literally, I feel sorry for her. I'm not gonna say her name because I don't know if she follows the channel or anything. But when she was in the band with us, she would cross and she was small too. But she came through and we had to whip the bass drum, and I hit her with the bass drum. So it was like dun 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 boom, and it was on beat. So it was funny, but it wasn't funny. So I hit her, and she just flew the other way. She flew out of the circle. Oh my God, it was crazy. It was crazy because everybody stopped and bust out laughing. They laughed, but then it was like, "Oh, you all right? You all right?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, it was crazy!" Like it was like round and a boom. I was like, "Yo, I don't want to do this no more, man. I don't want to do this no more because I'm trying to get through the line." You said the Clippers, Lakers, the prior final season. Yeah, yeah, I was watching it. Oh, I said something about him. 73. You probably that was probably when you stepped out. But I say yeah, Mike McCarthy picked him up though because he's gonna develop him. He's definitely gonna be a guy that maybe a backup for Dak Prescott, or if for whatever reason Dak's not here in the future, he can. I don't know, but I think Ben DiNucci's got it though. He reminds me of a young Aaron Rodgers. So we've seen what Mike McCarthy could do with quarterbacks. So I'm telling y'all, Dak Prescott gonna ball out. It's gonna be crazy. Honda Battle of the Bands was yes, yes, yes. I remember. Oh my God, you taking me back, Miss Jackie. CIAA tournaments. I used to love going to those. The basketball teams. We used to go down there. We used to take the pet band down there. We used to play in North Carolina. It's your boy. It's your boy. What's up, Hero Party? AC1, I'm telling I got a lot of them stories about Bandcamp. Y'all remember when the cicadas went out? When the cicadas came out? I think this was 05, 2005. So that was my junior year. It was either my sophomore or my junior year, but 05, we were in band camp one year. It was hot as hell outside. Somebody did something wrong, and we had to do up drills. And y'all know what up drills are when you got to stand there with your leg up like this, and you got to hold it on one leg. You just standing on one leg, and that was when the cicadas was out. So, and they was out furiously, and you know the big beady red eyes cicadas making that weird noise, and he would tell us, "Don't move." Band director would be like, Dr. Wright would be like, "Don't move, don't move," and we sitting there. When I tell you the cicada came right on my shoulder and I looked like this, and he looking at me with them red beady eyes, I wanted to scream so hard, but I looked at him and he looked at me like, "What's up?" Hey, what we doing? What we doing? What we playing? What's the next song? I mean, yo, those cicada, and then they blind, so they just run right into you. They just yeah. So Raymond, it's funny that you mentioned that when uh, I start my channel memberships. I was holding off on my channel memberships only because of the COVID, and I didn't want to take people's money right now because I understand a lot of people are struggling and stuff like that. So, but I have the ability to do the channel membership, but I was going to do that for my members. I was going to do like special live stream chats just for the members to talk about like different stuff other than football. Because trust me, y'all already know I'm a jack of all trades. I done a lot of stuff, so it's a lot to get through. But yeah, Raymond, I already had that thought, but I'm now that you're mentioning it as a subscriber, I think that I'm gonna go ahead and do that. FAMU Marching 100 at the yeah. Oh my God, we used to do the Norfolk, the Battle of the Bands in Norfolk. That was my first one in college. That was right after I did the extra. Well, I was the extra in the first drum line, so I was already like on that high off of doing that. So I came straight into college my freshman year, and we used to call we were the Bowie State Bulldogs, so we called our freshmen the pups. So the pups had to clean the band room, pups had to like do everything. We had to carry all the drums and stuff of the guys ahead of us and stuff like that. So I'm telling you, like it was the best moments of my life. Like I loved college so much because back then, like it was so much fun. It was so much fun, and like all those trips to like we got to play for the Canadian Football League, the Montreal Alouettes. I think that's what they call it, the Montreal Alouettes. We played for the Canadian Football League. They loved us up there in Canada. That was my first time ever going to Canada. and I went twice. We went to we had a battle of the bands in Daytona Beach, Florida, one time. Uh, you said the co-ed buses. The buses was always co-ed for us, but how they did the buses with us, they put us like with sections. So we were the drummers. So the drummers were always with the girls because we were with the dancers and the flags. We were with the girls. So yeah, we had the most lit bus though because we was in that jump. We was out there just beating on the seats. Yeah, we was out there getting it. And then, I mean, a lot of the guys in the band were like the drummers, they dated the dancers or they dated the flag girls because, again, we were around them the most. Fun memories. You're right. 1970, you said you grew up in Norfolk. Man, Norfolk stand up, 757. Yo, I got a lot of respect for the Norfolk area. Shout out to Norfolk. Shout out to the Vicks and all them. Um, Let me tell you something. I didn't know that Norfolk was like, had hoods and was rough like that until like, I like actually went there and said like, damn, yeah, like, and then to see like where Michael Vick and them came from and like how hard it was for them growing up, and I understood immediately what it was. I didn't know that a lot of you guys were like musicians and band heads like that. Like, damn, I got some great subscribers, man. You guys are awesome. I love it. Oh, Hampton. I wanted to go to Hampton too, but their tuition was too high for no reason. I don't Virginia. Them Virginia schools, all of them, like whether it was a HBCU or PWI, it don't matter. They all had high tuitions. That's why I said I had to stay out of the Virginia area. So that's why I said I just stayed in Maryland. You're in good hands with Allstate. Remember the Allstate commercials, y'all, with the hands? Like a good neighbor, stay farming. I was a part of the hood bus. You had your posh bus and your hood bus. Yeah, it's always like that. Used to be best friends with one of the Vic's cousins. Yeah, I mean the Vic family, like they were like legit, like back, they knew everybody. They was well respected around even before they were like even before he even got into the league. Yeah, yeah, we did use to dress in front of each other. Yeah, that was crazy. And we had girls in the drum section too, so we had to dress in front of them too. I remember it was we used to have band practice so late at night to get ready for an important performance. Especially, don't let it be homecoming. We'd be practicing till 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. I wouldn't even like, and this is like after, because I stayed on campus my freshman year and then I commuted after that. So when I used to go back and forth, I would stay at the overnight on campus because he talking about something. We got a 6 a.m. call time. After you done had us at practice till 12 midnight, come on, bro. That's torture. So what we had to do was I slept in the band room next to my drum. I brought my pillow from my house, slept right next to my drum. Woke up in the morning, went in the little bathroom, brushed my teeth, get ready. Major at dancing Bobcats and the flag twirler. High school fun. Yeah, it's Cowboys. I see you. A doctor graduated from FAMU, went to Hampton, graduated. That's what's up. Got that medical thing, man. Man, anybody that got like medical degrees and stuff like that, because you in school for a long time, it's a lot. You got to be focused. And I really feel sorry for these kids right now, though, because with this COVID, man, everybody's doing stuff virtually. And me, I'm a type of person, I need to be there visually. Like that whole virtual stuff, like I couldn't do school like that. Like I would fail. Advertising, sponsors. I know, bro. I'm trying to get these sponsors, man. I'm trying to get the Mumbo Sauce sponsorship. I'm trying to get not necessarily Fender, but I would love to get a sponsorship with like Vic Flurf with the drumstick company. I would love to get a sponsorship with them. You said you hated homecoming in college. I loved it. I loved it. Homecoming was when I showed the hell out. And it was a tiring day because you're literally on campus from when you already know you in the marching band, you're on campus from 6 o'clock in the morning till probably 8 o'clock at night. And that's if you don't stay and do the parties after you done already performed all day. You done performed all day, and it really depends on what time the football game is. Because if you got a later football game at 4:30, then you got to perform the football game, and then you got to turn right around, change your clothes, and because you know you're gonna stay for the party. You got to. You done been there all day. You might as well. And then, what I loved about homecoming, because everybody came out. Everybody graduated came out. The old heads. I'm talking about like the dudes in their like 50s and 60s come back on their Harley Davidson bikes. They would come back to campus, man. They would come out and show up, and they were like, "Let me tell y'all what we did in 1974. Let me tell you how we did it out there. We was out there with that boom, boy. We was at that, they out there with the little sticks and stuff. They like, they out there. Let me show you how to do it, young buck." So they used to come out there and they messed with us though, because when we played, man, we was lit though. I don't know, but these youngins nowadays, they don't have the musicianship like we did when we played. They a little softer now though. They kind of soft, and they don't have the discipline like we did when I played. You said stop eat, Miss Jackie, but you know what I'm talking about, because Miss Jackie, because them the same old heads that be flirting with you. You know that, Miss Jackie. They come over there. Hey, you doing, Miss Smith? How you doing, Miss Smith? How you doing, girl? I ain't seen you since 1982. How you doing, Miss Smith? Hey, you looking good as the day you left college, girl. Oh my God. Yeah, no fundamentals at all. You said Mark and I talk about mumbo soft. Never heard of it before. Oh, because it's a DMV thing. It was created in DC. It's like go-go music. Go-go music was created in DC. Mumbo sauce was created in DC. I don't know who was the original creator of it, but because I'm not originally from here myself, but I've been here long enough to know everything. But mumbo sauce is ask Vosh Lombardi. Vosh Lombardi is from Alabama, but he moved to he's in Houston, Texas now. But he ain't never heard of either. But when he came here, yeah, Miss Jackie, you know what I'm talking about. But when Vosh came here and tried the mumbo sauce, he lost his ever loving mind. He lost it. I'm telling you, it's good. It's really delicious. You normally eat it with chicken wings, but you can also eat it with fish as well, though. But it's so good on fried chicken wings. Oh my God! You just dip that thing in there. It's just. Don't get a chicken sandwich. Get you a chicken sandwich. Put that on there. Now they sell it in the grocery stores up here in the DMV now too, so I can get it anytime I want. Now I can get it in abundance. So there's a company called Capital City Mumbo Sauce. Vosh went crazy. He did. He did. That got me out here snorting. He went crazy. But Vosh though, Vosh took it home. I had bought a whole bottle, right? And the bottle's like $6 a bottle. I'm going to take this back to Houston. Vosh don't know what he was. Shout out to Vosh Lombardi, but Vosh didn't know what he was doing. He called me. Vosh called me and was like, "Yo, E, I went back home, bro, and I put that mumbo sauce on everything I ate." I said, "What you mean everything?" He said, "Bro, I put it on my broccoli. I put it on my beans." I said, "Bro, you ain't supposed to do all that." He said, "Bro," I said, "How long did you have the bottle?" He said, "A week. I punished that bottle." I said, "Damn, Vosh." I love Vosh, man. Oh, I love Vosh so much, man. Like that's my dude, yo. That's my dude. Every time we get together, man, it's because y'all know I'm crazy as hell, and you know Vosh crazy. You put us two together, it's like Comedy Central in here. It's like Bernie Mac and Steve Harvey. That's pretty much what it is. We dumb, man. We ignorant. Can you describe the taste of mumbo sauce compared to another type of sauce? So, imagine mixing barbecue sauce, ketchup, a little bit of it's I think some people use like tomato paste, but it has like a sugary sweet, very sweet syrupy type of taste to it. I'm trying to but two of the ingredients is ketchup and barbecue sauce. Now I'm gonna tell you, so Dave, so what me and Mark were gonna do is, whenever COVID opened up or whatever we able to do stuff, whenever we do something again, we have another tailgate when you guys come through, we're definitely gonna have some. So that's gonna be a part of the taste testing and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah, Vosh don't care. Vosh be out there like, what you say, bro? Oh, but let me tell you what it is though. I do the same thing. Like that's why I bang with Bosch so hard though, because he keep it 100. Like that's what we do, bro. Like we not about to be out here dealing with the ignorance, man. We're not gonna do it because you said like that commercial. I put that shit on everything. Yeah, it's similar to that. And that's what Vosh said. Vosh said I'm putting that on everything. I said, Vosh, you ain't supposed to put it on everything, bro. He said, I don't care. I put it on my veggies. Vosh said, I put it on my girlfriend. I don't care. He didn't care. He didn't care, y'all. He did not care. Smooth be killing it like that. That's what he do. I put that ish on everything. But that was hot sauce, though, Thomas. Oh my God. You get your grandmother come out there and be like, I put that shit on everything. When your grandmama say it, you know it's real, right? Because when grandma say it's good, that's just as good as anything. Oh yeah, Dave, you would love it. Trust me, trust and believe you would love Mambo Soft. But y'all got to come out here to the DMV though, because we have some things that are great as well out here too. You know, believe it or not, though, as much crap as I get, because at my job or whatever, I work for a water company. So, like, I was installing water coolers at Amazon at one of their new locations out on the Baltimore side earlier today, and I had to wear my hard hat. And I swear, the hate was heavy. I had the Cowboys hard hat and my Cowboys mask on, so I'm in there like just getting it. And dudes walking up to, because it's Ravens fans in there because it's on the Baltimore side. I really don't have beef with Ravens guys, but a couple of Washingtons in there, and the Washingtons is like, you should take that helmet off. I say, you should get a name. And you know what? They shut up when I say that. So Washington can't say nothing to nobody no more. No more. So whenever they start talking about the Cowboys, you just yell out, get a name. And they'll shut up. They'll shut up because literally there's nothing else to talk about. Get a name. It was the greatest comeback ever. You should when I tell you, y'all should have seen his face when I said that. He was like, he hit me with the and then walked off. I said, yeah, go on and exit stage right on through that door, kick rocks. Oh man, I got a million of them, and you know what I love about it? I mean, it's just a no-name team right now. So this year we get to just talk so much mess about that Washington team this year. It is going to be amazing, guys. Just I just wish that the Eagles would do something crazy that we could just josh them on too. But I mean, but we know their fans are crazy as hell anyway. So no, Dan Snyder ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why Dan Snyder not going nowhere. Dan Snyder's not going nowhere because it's gonna take, I think, 10 or 11 other owners in the league to push him out. Right? They're not gonna do that. One big reason why. What Dan Snyder did, there's a lot of owners in this league that have done some off the wall stuff that they shouldn't have too. Robert Kraft. So they got skeletons in their closet. I'm pretty sure Jerry has done some stuff too. So let's not be biased because Jerry. I know Jared done some stuff behind the scenes back in the day too. So they're not going to go against Dan Snyder because what's going to happen is that's going to open the doors on some of the stuff that they were doing, and they're going to be like, "Oh, nah, y'all not about to investigate me. Mm-mm. 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 Y'all go over there. I'm good. We good over here. Have a nice day." So that's pretty much what it's going to be. But yeah, final thoughts, you guys, before I end the live stream. Let me know what you guys thinking, what y'all feeling. Did you guys enjoy the stream? You guys told me who you guys wanted, are looking for camp. It looks like Bradley and I, Neville Gallimore, of course, CeeDee Lamb. That's a given. Those are the top three guys that we're looking at right here. So I'm looking at Neville. I'm looking at also those corners. Let's not forget about Trayvon Dicks, and let's not forget about Reggie Robinson. I think that these young guys are going to come out and they're going to hit the ball rolling. Now, again, I don't know how many times I have to stress this to you guys, but understand that, and don't get sad. And Miss Jackie, I know because you'll send me a message about it. Miss Jackie, understand that like when this season starts, yes, we're all high on everything. We're all high on our team and expectations, but keep your expectations at bay. Like keep them at a minimal. Like just keep them like right in the middle. Let us talk about what our expectations are. But as a fan, I charge you guys to just relax, chill with it. Understand that like the season is going to start off a little slow, right? Because we haven't had an off season. The team just got together, right? There's guys that are already still trying to heal from injuries from last year. There's guys that didn't get a chance to work out this season, this off season. There's going to be soft tissue injuries. Somebody's going to tear an ACL. Somebody's going to tear their Achilles. And I don't want to talk negative, but that's the truth. Like we can't fall from that because we can't be oblivious to the point that these things won't happen because they can and they will. So because again, even in the season when you got a full off season, guys still get injured. It happens. Your body fails you. It is what it is. That's the biggest issue. So we just have to just quell our expectations, just look at it and just be like, okay, when the season starts, it's going to be a slow start. But once they get into the groove after week 2, week 3, maybe week 4, and they get into that groove and get back into that football mode, we'll be good. And just hope that COVID just doesn't hit us like it has baseball. Like I really feel like the NFL should have did a bubble, but that's to each his own. I just feel like the players going back and forth and then us traveling and stuff like that, I think that they need to just play the whole season in one stadium. That's how I feel. But so there's no home field advantage for anybody. They're going to play at a stadium where no players play it. I told y'all they should have went to a place like Montana or North Dakota or somewhere like that up in the Pacific Northwest where, you know, they got that open space to do what they need to do. Get on the field, do some things, and that's it. That's it. The whole stadium has okay. And see the Cowboys got the Cowboys have an advantage because of the simple fact that they got all they had a great facility. They got a better facility than most other teams do. The Cowboys, the Vikings, I guess I guess you could say the Rams and the Chargers because they got a new stadium. The Raiders when the Las Vegas when their stadium opens up. So you know you got teams that are gonna have different things. So, but we'll see how everything works. We just gotta stay positive. So, thank you all for coming into the chat tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you. God bless you guys. Guys, be safe. And remember, my last thing I want to say, you know, us with the COVID virus right now, you know, let's be honest with you. Like, you know, mental health is a thing, right? You see what Kanye West is going through. You see what Nick Cannon is going through. You see what Tamar Braxton is going through. You know, these are celebrities, right? So I just want you all guys to know, to take this nugget with you. If you're going through something, talk to somebody. Talk to somebody, either a counselor or somebody that you trust. But mental health, like I said, sometimes you may not even know that you're depressed. But everybody going through stuff right now because of this. So in order for us to get through this, we have to stick together. So Cowboys Nation, everybody, I charge you guys to, you know, love and respect one another and check on each other. Check on each other. All right. So with that being said, y'all, thanks again for coming to chat. I love each and every one of you guys. Peace out. Talk to y'all soon.